Are you ready to discover the surprising and fun facts about one of the most brilliant minds in history? Einstein's got some tricks up his sleeve that you won't believe. In this video, we'll unveil 5 surprising and fun facts about Albert Einstein that will make you see him in a whole new light. Get ready to have your mind blown and to learn a few things you never knew about the famous physicist.
Einstein may have been a genius, but when it came to traditional schooling, he struggled. Despite his obvious intelligence, he often found himself at the bottom of his class and was even expelled from school at one point. It's hard to imagine someone who would later be known as one of the greatest minds in history having trouble with math and science, but it just goes to show that intelligence doesn't always come in a neat package. Einstein once said, "I never teach my pupils, I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn," and it seems that he took this approach to heart as he was a self-taught genius. He spent countless hours in the library, teaching himself advanced mathematics and physics, and eventually went on to develop the theory of relativity. Einstein's struggles in school serve as a reminder that intelligence and academic success aren't always closely linked and that sometimes, the road to greatness is a winding one.
Einstein was a well-known supporter of the Zionist movement and a personal friend of the first Prime Minister of Israel, David Ben-Gurion. So, it's no surprise that when the newly formed State of Israel was looking for a president, Einstein's name came up. In 1952, Einstein was offered the presidency of Israel, but he politely declined the offer. Einstein stated that "I am deeply moved by the offer from our State of Israel, and at once saddened and ashamed that I cannot accept it." He went on to explain that he lacked the natural aptitude and the experience to deal properly with people and to exercise official functions. He also said that he wanted to focus on his scientific work and that he was not suited to be a politician. Einstein's decision to decline the presidency of Israel is a great example of his humility and his dedication to science. He knew his strengths and weaknesses and was able to recognize that he was better suited to be a scientist than a politician. It's also a reminder that even the most accomplished individuals have their own limitations and that it's okay to say no to opportunities that don't align with our goals and passions.
Einstein may have been a genius, but even geniuses can get into trouble with the law, or in this case, with the FBI. During the height of the Cold War, Einstein's political beliefs and activism made him a suspect in the eyes of the FBI. They believed that he was a potential communist sympathizer and put him under surveillance for many years. The FBI's surveillance of Einstein included wiretapping, opening his mail, and even having agents tail him. They were obsessed with gathering information about him, even the most mundane details of his life, like his daily routine and his favorite food. Einstein's surveillance by the FBI is a reminder of the paranoia and fear that existed during the Cold War and the government's willingness to go to great lengths to protect national security. It's also a reminder that even the most respected individuals can be subject to government surveillance and that our privacy is something that should be protected.
Einstein was a man of many contradictions, and his dietary habits were no exception. Despite being a scientist who studied the laws of nature, he avoided meat in his later years, becoming a vegetarian. Einstein's decision to become a vegetarian was motivated by ethical, environmental, and health concerns. He believed that animals were entitled to the same consideration as humans, and he was an advocate for animal rights. He also believed that vegetarianism was a more sustainable diet and was better for the environment.
Einstein's death on April 18, 1955, was a loss for the scientific community and for the world. But, instead of being buried or cremated, Einstein's brain was preserved for scientific study. The story of how Einstein's brain was preserved is quite bizarre. The pathologist who performed the autopsy, Thomas Harvey, removed Einstein's brain without permission and kept it in jars, in his office. He then distributed slices of the brain to various researchers for study. The preservation of Einstein's brain is a testament to the fascination and curiosity that surrounds geniuses. Studies on Einstein's brain have revealed some interesting findings, such as the presence of an unusually high number of glial cells, which are thought to play a role in intelligence. But it's also a reminder that sometimes, even in the pursuit of knowledge, ethical boundaries can be crossed.
In this video, we've uncovered 5 surprising and fun facts about Albert Einstein that have provided a glimpse into the quirks, passions, and beliefs of one of the most brilliant minds in history. We hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something new about Einstein. If you did, please leave a like, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting and fun facts.